welcome, many blessings, love and light to you. Victoria here from the MystiCOOLS. I am taking a rest at a rest stop. Alright, I just try to find trees to ground my energy. So a little practical, like while traveling, it's really highly recommended to stop, like at a rest area, and I go to where the nature part is, like these beautiful pine trees. Hello! Look at these beautiful trees. So that's cool. Blessings. And just ground the energy because you've been on the road, like you're traveling many hours, and it's good to just pull off for a minute because it's kind of like this whoop, 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 traffic and flowing on the road and for hours on end. Anyhow, so I am traveling here and stopping to ground with these beautiful trees. This is just practical 101 grounding. Like when you are busy, take a moment's rest. Pull over. Pause. Center. Like all that stuff. You just let it transmute in stillness by pulling over and stopping. And the reason why I'm saying pulling over and stopping to rest is because I am currently driving to Ashville. So I just pulled over to do a video and rest. And rest to me doesn't necessarily mean taking a nap. It's like rest is like, oh yay, I get to connect with Mother Earth and like just feel the vibrations of the earth and center by just not driving for a few minutes and recenter and like, oh yeah, love and light and joy and peace, and I'm feeling relaxed. And then release the tension in my shoulders is what I'm experiencing. So I'm going to release that tension in my shoulders, which allows me to feel more relaxed. And so it's restful. So in life we get busy and we're traveling a lot here and there through different thoughts, through different feelings, through different expressions, through different personality traits that so and such and at that times and all the point of the details, which God's totally in. So all that's going on, and so while you're driving, you're not just driving. There's a lot going on, especially in different dimensions. Dimensionally living, multitasking, multi-dimension, like with all that stuff and all those different vibrations going on. So for example, you're driving and several thoughts like, oh, I really enjoyed this experience, or feelings like maybe you feel compassion or love. Like I feel a lot of compassion and love because where I'm traveling from is full of a lot of love. so I feel really good and loved, and so then I feel compassion, and so I'm thinking these thoughts like, oh, I love this one and that one and everyone and people are texting and reaching out, and so it's like really beautiful. But I need to take a moment, and I'm also listening to music, so I'm just like jamming up in it, feeling and thinking, and sort of what you could say processing the journey of spending, like 3 weeks in Virginia. So it was wonderful, and I love everyone, and I'm so grateful. So taking a moment of rest at a rest stop, even in, like, for example, driving or staying busy, take a moment, take a 5-minute break, and just center, refocus, and find what brings you joy in whatever it is that you're doing. So, like, yes, it could be looked as like the drive, but I'm enjoying the ride while I drive. Even though technically God is in control of the wheel here, but still, it's good to constantly just be resting into the trust that God has you, and you're taken care of and stuff like that. Like, resting in trust that you'll get there safely. resting in trust and appreciation and gratitude and stuff, and then like on the way to another beautiful experience. So I'm overwhelmed with joy. I think it's like 4.5 hours, maybe four and a half, I don't know, left. And so it's like, yay! You know what I mean? Because in 4.5 hours, I'll be in the mountains. Yes. So I stop at the rest stops to take a moment to rest so that I could get excited like that. So I can remember, what is it I'm doing? Like, why am I doing what I'm doing? And what is the purpose and the essence of this now moment connected to, you know, that past, that present, and that future timeline? So on this little timeline, I'm like, wow, it's very awesome. So I'm grateful. And even if there was a bump here and there and a leak and whatever, take the breaks to rest. Yoga, meditation, prayer. These are all forms and things and practicalities. You know, be with Mother Nature, get into a garden. It's very grounding. I really love growing plants, and I know a lot of other people do too. And it's very grounding. So you can rest ashore in the trust of all of that. And just, you know, pull over. Take a moment's time. Just pull over and take a moment and appreciate, you know. And I'm just so grateful and full of love, light, and joy. And I'll be traveling on now. So thank you so much for stopping by today. If you like this video, feel free to hit like. And if you'd like to subscribe, bell button, leave a comment. We're just so grateful for it all. Let it all flow. Anyway, lots of love. Namaste. Blessings.